Hello, welcome back to UI training. So far we discussed it about different objects in JavaScript. In our last session, we worked with string and we saw some regular expression also. To validate email ID, we have used it. So today we are going to look into the array. In the JavaScript, how arrays can be managed. We are going to work today with the arrays. So for that, I try to create here a HTML page. It is for arrays. Go with add followed by add a HTML page, and this is arrays. I just type this as JavaScript arrays. Here the page is going to be JavaScript arrays. See, if you discuss about array with programming languages, it is a data structure which we use for holding number of values together. Array is going to be variable using which we actually hold number of values together. And all the values normally must be belonging to same type of data. Array is what homogeneous collection we say. It's homogeneous collection. Okay, arrays can be one-dimensional, two-dimensional, multi-dimensional. Okay, but array is treated differently in JavaScript. It's a collection of values, no doubt. Okay, arrays can be created using literal notation or object notation. In two different ways, we actually create the arrays. Arrays can be created using a literal notation, or you can use a object notation. Object notation, there we use new keyword followed by array. So we use array constructor to create array object under object notation. But under literal notation, you declare a variable followed by assign the values like an array. Array you must display always in square brackets. Okay, so arrays are here aggregation of data. Different, number of values we put together. This is called as array. But in JavaScript, arrays can contain different types of values. Need not be same type of data. It can be different type of data. Arrays can have its values from different type of data. So this is the speciality of JavaScript arrays. And in JavaScript, arrays can be growing dynamically, and even you can make them shrinking. So this is the dynamism we find with the JavaScript. Okay, so arrays normally can be accessed, the elements in the array can be accessed using indices or index. With the help of indexes, we can be accessing. The very first element of the array gets saved in the location 0 index we say, and the very last element is going to be available at the index that you can get using the formula, the length of the number of elements in the array minus 1. So very first element you can access using 0 index, and very last element you can access using the array size minus 1. Okay, so arrays can contain dissimilar type of data. This is the speciality of JavaScript arrays. There are a number of methods. The important property of the arrays is length. Using length, you find how many elements are there in the given array. Okay, how many elements are there in the given array, you can find with the help of the length property. It's called a property because it gives the state. How many elements you have in the array, you can find with the help of the length. So apart from the length property, we have number of methods. So you have number of methods using which we can actually perform different operations on the given data of the array. Okay, so like push, you have pop we have, shift we have, unshift we have, slicing we can do. Okay, so there are a number of things you can perform on the given array elements. Okay, now let us create few arrays here in this. Now let me write here an array this way. First of all, let me go with the title here. Here I put it as JavaScript Arrays. Okay, now here within the head, I would like to go with, script tag. In the script tag, I can be declaring arrays. Let me here first of all go with the script tag. Script type equal to here text oblique JavaScript we use. Then closing tag we have. Now inside this we can write comments. You can use single line comment or you can use multi-line comment. Okay. Here global variables I write like this. So this way I am trying to declare few global variables. First of all, I declare var followed by here write colors, or else I write like var followed by here states. So this equal to I can declare this way. I just want to declare states are like Andhra Pradesh. Then we put here Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Followed by here we put this as Bihar. I am going to put this as here Bihar. Okay. Then here like to do with the, so here with C, Chhattisgarh. Like this, I want to make Chhattisgarh. Then followed by here, I put this as Delhi. Then we put Gujarat. Then we put here Haryana. Then here write Himachal Pradesh. Okay. Jammu and Kashmir we put. Like this we made an array. We can declare an array this way here. This is what it is, an array for us. Here we declared an array. The array is looking like this for us, where states equal to, we have written it as this is very first element Andhra Pradesh, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, sixth element, seventh, eighth and ninth. Okay, so variable name is what here? States. Like this I can declare. This is called as here, this is called as a literal notation. So using literal notation I made this array. Okay, so here what I have done exactly, I have declared where states equal to Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, 9 different states I have added in that. The very first state is going to be 0 and the very last one is going to be 8, because this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7 and 8. Since the very first element we start with 0 and the very last element is going to be size minus 1. Size here it is 9 we get length. Length of the array is going to be 9 here. Okay, so very first element we can access using 0 and the very last element 9 minus 1 is going to be 8. Fine. This is what related to states. Now let me use other way. Okay. Now suppose you write here states dot. When you put here states dot, you are getting few methods, but this is what it is going to be treated as primitive only. Primitive values, all these are going to be here. These are not like strings, these are going to be primitive values. Okay, so here an array, we are not creating an object for it, just array we created. Now what we do, we write like this, where, next thing what I write, I try to put capitals. So this is equal to, I can use here new keyword followed by array, I can write, then followed by, I can specify here elements. In 3 different ways you can do. You can give a size for this and followed by here it can be empty. You can add here a size and you can add the arguments there. So here what I do, I just try to add the arguments straight away. This is what Amaravati. Put like this. Then Itanagar we put. Then here it is Patna we put. Then this is Raigad. Delhi is going to be Delhi. Now in the case of Gandhinagar, in the case of Gujarat, it's going to be Gandhinagar. Okay, then in the case of Haryana, it's going to be Chandigarh. Okay, when it's Himachal Pradesh, it's going to be Shimla. In the case of Jammu Kashmir, it's going to be Srinagar. Like this, we can add here again how many elements? 9 different elements we could add. So this is called as here, it is a literal notation, and this is called as here object notation. It is here literal notation. We call this as literal notation. And this is what exactly, this is called as here object notation. We call this as here object notation. There are 2 notations, one is literal, other one is object notation. So we created 2 arrays, states, capitals. Okay, like this we have made. Now let us try to explore what are the different possibilities we have with these. Okay, what we can do exactly with these, let us try to explore. We declared here 2 arrays. That's fine. Okay, so to find out length of array, we can use a length property. Using length property, we can find how many elements are in that. And using push method, you can add more elements into the array. And using pop method, we can be deleting an element from the array. So when we go with push, what happens? At the end, it will be added. Similarly with pop, what happens? At the end only, it will be removed. That means it is deleted from the array at the end. Okay, with push what we do? We are adding element, but at the end we are going to add. Similarly, with pop what happens? At the end only we are going to remove. Now here, let us try to work with actually such things. So for that purpose, I use this way, where nums equal to, here in this what I do, I write simply new array. I use here object notation, with that I try to make it. This is nothing but empty array, but I want to put different elements into that. I just made here where nums equal to new array, I have declared. Okay, so that way I have declared it. Now let me here, let me try to few methods. First method is going to be function. Here write add number, like this. We do this way, add number, or we say push number. We write this as push number. Similarly, we write here function. This is pop number. We write like this. It is going to be pop number. It should be popping up the number like this. We write here one more function. Okay. Now there are other things like actually finding out the length, finding out length. Such things we have actually. So we'll do those things. So one is what, pushing a number, other one is popping a number. These are very important. These are very important because at the end itself we can be adding them. Similarly, we have methods like actually shift and unshift. We can shift and we can even unshift. So shift meaning, what happens exactly with shift? Whenever we shift here, it's going to be working like popping, but it is going to be removing the very first element. Unshift actually is going to add a new element in the beginning. Okay, now here let us see how they are going to work. Function, here shift number, like this I put it, shift number. In the same manner I write here function unshift number. I put like this. This is going to be the other one. We try to make this way, unshift number. These four methods I have here. Using these four methods, something I would like to do here. So first thing is what? I want to find the length always. Whatever operation I may perform here, I would like to go with the number always. I want to go with number. I want to go with length always. Similarly, I want to display in the given div. Okay, so let me here write various methods, various buttons I am trying to put here. First of all, input type equal to button we put. Then here write value equal to, try to write this as here push a number. So here ID is push num. Similarly, here this is pop num. We put this as pop num, pop a number. Shift a number. And this is what unshift. Unshift num, like this we put. And here unshift num, this is unshift a number. Like this we try to do this. These four methods are there. Whenever I click on this push number, that method has to be called. Therefore we write here on click. I use here on click equal to, here write this as push number. This method must be invoked. Similarly, here on click Write this as pop number. Here next write on click equal to here shift number. We put like this, shift number, and here this is on click. We write this as unshift number. Okay, like this we should invoke. These are going to be various buttons, and here I use a div. So within this div I have a para. I have one more para. This para ID is array size. I want to put like this, and for this ID is array elements. Like this. This is going to be two paragraphs we have here. Let us maintain certain gap between them. For that we put here style equal to, here write padding, bottom we put something like here 40px. This way we set it. 40px we are going to be setting. If you look at this, there is going to be a lot of gap between the two paragraphs. This is the first paragraph, this is the second paragraph. So you have certain gap in that. Fine. Now here, let us come to the code. Let us come to code actually. For unshift number, slightly it has moved towards left side. Why it is so? Let us see. When we say unshift a number, slightly it has moved towards right side. Fine. No issue with that. Now, let us try to write code in this. Push number. So to push a number, for what number we need to push into that? Some number we have to push. So therefore here I write this way, random where num equal to, write this as RAND multiplied with say some 100. Okay, here followed by, this is math dot we need to use here. Math dot random we should use, not random, but this has to be math dot, I can use here floor function. So floor I can use, with the help of the floor I can take only the integral part of it. So this I am trying to floor it. Math dot random, here multiplied with 100, or I can use here 1000. Very big numbers I can be getting in such cases. Now next thing here, I should be typing into paragraph. Here write document dot get element by ID. We put here get element by ID, then here array size. Okay, then dot here. This is what paragraph we use. We can go with the, we cannot have any value here. Okay, we can't even have inner, something like inner text we should use here. If inner is available, inner text is available, we can take that one. So here go with the inner text. Inner text equal to, we need to take the size of it. Num dot, what we get here, length. Nums we put here dot length. Then here dot, you can go with the toString method. So this way we can assign some piece of text. Here now I should add nums dot, followed by here I should write this as push method and specify num inside this. Similarly, now I would like to print the elements also. Document dot get element by id, and here this is going to be what is the array we have inside this array elements. Array elements, then dot inner text equal to what we write here, nums dot nums, just we put. Like this we can do it. Okay, nums we can do this way, or we have a method called a join. With the help of join also we can do something there. We can be joining them using join there. So we can be joining them, we can use join with comma, we can show this. Nums dot join we use here, followed by we need to specify separator there. Put a comma with comma, try to separate them and try to show the elements in that. Now let us see how this is going to be working for us. How this exactly works, let us see. Okay, let me run this. I'm going to view in browser. This is shown this way, push a number. It is showing 178. Now push another number. It's showing 78, 514. Push one more number, 78, 514, 633. Like this at the end, a number is getting added. Always number is getting added at the end. See there. So here always the number is getting added at exactly where? At the end a number is getting added. This is what exactly pushing. Now 558 is the last number. When you push a new number, it goes in the ending. So like this, what is happening? Numbers are getting added at the end. Okay, so this is called as your push operation. When you perform pop operation, it's going to be working in the reverse order. That means what? Whatever element you added in the last will be removed first. Now here, let us try to look at this. Now here, same thing we do. Same we can copy and paste here in this. So instead of using push, let us try to go with the pop here. Go with the pop. Okay. Similarly, we can do with the shifting also. When we shift, what happens? See. Now nums dot, this should be here, shift. Nums dot shift it is. Similarly, whenever you want to do with unshift, okay, whenever we try to do with unshift, it is going to be happening in a different way. Now here, same thing we use. This is local in this method. Now num is going to be local in this unshift number. Here write nums dot. What we must write here? This has to be unshift. What number you put here? Num you can put with unshift. Unshift num we put. Like this, we are going to be performing different operations. When you push, it is getting added always at the end of the array. If it is empty, nothing, it's going to first element, but after that further when you add, what happens? They will be added at the end. Like that pushing is going to work. In the case of pop, very last number is going to be popped up. When you go with the shift, in such case what happens? In the beginning it is going to be getting added. When you go with unshift number, with shift number, in the beginning it will be removed, In the beginning it's going to be getting removed. But when you go with unshift number, unshift here, what happens? In the beginning, new element will be added. In the case of, say, push, at the ending, number is added every time. But when you go with here, unshift, the element is going to be added in the beginning itself. With shift, what happens? Element is going to be removed in the beginning. So with pop, what happens? At the end of the array, element will be removed. Push meaning is what here? At the end of the array, always element is added. With pop, from the end itself, it is going to be removed. Okay, if you go with shifting number, in the beginning of the array, the element will be removed. With unshift, what happens? In the beginning of the array, element can be added. Like this, we can use shift as well as unshift and push and pop also. Now here, once again, let me demonstrate what will happen. See. Now go with push a number. Say 1447, push a number 44730. What happened here now? 447370920 we got. Now let us go with unshift a number. When you unshift, 447 should become the very second number. Now see, 5034473700920. 503 is going to be the beginning. Again go with unshift. 688 503 like this is getting added. Now when you go with here, pop a number, in the ending it will be removed. 920 will be removed. Now what happened there? 920 removed. And when you go with shift a number, 688 will be removed. What happened there? It's getting removed. So like this, the push, the pop, the shift and unshift, they are going to be working. They are working in such a manner. So here we created an empty array. The array is not containing any data in that. We created empty array. So into that we are trying to add elements. Using push, we are always adding a number at the end of the array, and using pop, we are going to be removing from the end and at the end, and with the help of unshift, we are adding in the beginning. Using shift, we are removing in the beginning. So these are few array methods we use in the JavaScript. In the JavaScript we are going to be using, so arrays are going to be truly dynamic in JavaScript. Okay, so it is going to be true in the JavaScript. Now we have one more method called as delete. We can use delete method. Using delete method also we can delete, but what happens? It is going to be making a hole in the array. So it is going to be deleting the value available there. So that particular index position is going to contain an undefined value in that. That happens with the delete. Okay, so it is going to be happening with the delete there. We need to delete at the given position. Now let me write for the delete. I add one more button here in this. Now here use, this is what delete, and here this is button delete a number, delete an element. I write like this. Instead of saying number, I would like to write this as delete an element. This must be deleting an element. Here write, because since we are dealing with numbers, I want to write this as delete number. So this is going to be what exactly? Delete number I would like to call. Here write function. This is what delete number is going to be the method. Now inside this, but what position? We don't have any position there. So let us get a position using the prompt. Here write where pos this equal to, we write this as parse int. Okay, we use here parse int. Then here let us try to specify. Here write, this should be, we write here prompt, we write here prompt followed by here message. Please enter a value from 0 to, so what value exactly we should take here? Nums dot length minus 1. Up to that we should take the values. Nums dot length minus 1, then dot to string. We need to convert this into string here. toString we write. Okay, this is what a message. Next argument is going to be default value. We try to give 0 index. We are trying to give here 0 index. Okay, so this way we try to create here a prompt. We try to make this way here. Next, if condition we use. If PO is greater than or equal to if PO is greater than or equal to 0 and PO is less than, we should say here nums dot length. In such cases it should work, otherwise it should not work. Put curly braces inside this, try to write. If the value what we enter is in the range from 0 to length minus 1, in such cases we try to delete it, otherwise we don't delete. Okay, then here write nums dot delete. So we should write here delete method. Nums dot delete we should write here now. Okay, nums is a array. So using nums dot delete we should do it. Okay, so here I try to write delete, followed by I can specify the array size, array where exactly it is. This is going to be, we use here a delete. Using this we try to remove an element. Here write delete, then followed by try to specify this way here. What exactly it is? Nums of, followed by, it must be here POS. Like this we should delete. It is going to be basically deleting the object. Our element is deleted. Now here write alert instance of nums of POS. Like this, let us try to print. Try to find out instance of it. Okay, so otherwise instance of, in a different way we should use type of, put like this here, followed by here nums of POS. Okay, nums of POS, like this we try to print. Here write element type at the given position. Okay. Similarly, here one more thing you write. The length, the number of elements in the array. Here we put plus, followed by nums dot length, the dot toString we specify like this. Okay. So here, this way, okay, so element type at the given position, it's trying to display for us there. It removes an element, then after that, the type of it, it's going to be same. Similarly, we need to show all this data. Okay, take this and try to put here. So here, let us take this and try to put all these elements. Whatever elements are there, let us try to show in that. Now here, once again, just run this. First of all, let us add elements in that. Okay, go with a push a number, push a number, push, unshift, unshift, like this we did. How many positions total? 6 we have. From 0 to 5 we can enter some position. Let us go with the position 2 there. Delete an element. 808 must be removed. Here it says which position that is 0, 1, 2. I want to give this as 2 here. Click on OK. Number of elements in the array is 6. Element type at given position undefined. Now here we don't have any data. It is what exactly a hole in the array. With delete elements, we are creating a hole in the array like this is happening here. When you use delete method, what happens? The size of the array is not decreasing here, but the element is totally removed from that position. So it is going to contain an undefined type. Undefined type data is available in the given position. Okay, undefined type of data is available in the given position. So therefore, it has created a hole in the given array. A hole is created in the given array. Like this here, the delete is working. Delete is going to be working in that manner. Now let us try to shift a number. What happens now? See, shift a number. Shift a number here. Here also let us shift. Now go for pushing a number. This time you don't have any problem because that has been removed totally. Elements have been removed for us. The undefined element has been removed. So this way what is happening? We can delete, but when you delete in the given position, what will happen exactly? The element is going to be removed there, but the space will be left like that. You can keep some other data in that. If you want to put some other data, it can be kept in that location. In that location, we can add some other data needed in the future. So, what exactly it is doing here? Deleting is going to be leaving a hole in the given array, in the given position. It's going to be creating some vacuum kind of thing. It's an empty area will be created there. So, data in that is undefined. There is no data available. Space is available, but no associated data is available in that. So, this way, we can actually delete an element from the array. So pushing is one operation, pop is another operation, shift is an operation, unshift is an operation. Similarly, we have delete. Also, we have seen how to use join. Join can be converting the given numbers from the array. Okay, it can be numbers or it can be any other type of data into a string. Ultimately, string is getting formed, and in the div we are showing here. With comma, it's getting separated here, and elements are shown like this for us. So these are few operations we perform with the array. Similarly, we can do with the sorting and we can do the reversing also. We can do sorting as well as we can do reversing also. Now here, let us try to write those also. Let us go with sorting here. Now function here, first of all, let us put here and one more here button for sorting. Here, right. Okay, this is going to be sort num. Okay, here this is what sort array. or sort numbers, right, like this. Here it is what sort numbers is going to be the method. I write this as sort numbers, and here let us try to write function. Here write sort numbers. Then inside this, let us try to write the code. Let us try to write code inside this. So what we do exactly? Nums, then dot sort. Let us sort that way. After sorting that way, here let us take this and try to put. Save this, then after that try to sort it. Push a number, okay. In different way we are pushing this. But when you go with sort numbers, what happens? See, is there any change? Are you seeing any change? You could not see any change. Sort function works well with the strings. It will not work with the say numbers. So therefore in such cases we need to override that. You have to override the sort mechanism. With that we can make it working. Okay, so we need to make it working. For sort we need to write some piece of code there. So using some piece of code we can be sorting it. So here therefore what I do slightly, I change the code. I am going to change here. Here I write nums.sort, and inside this try to define a function. Here write function. Okay, then here I put like a comma b, then followed by here return here return a greater than b. I would like to write here. Okay, return a greater than b. Just try to type in this. Okay, so this way the function I am writing here. What will happen with this? Now run. Whether this is going to be getting sorted or not, we can check in that. Now here, just view in browser. Then first of all push few elements. Now your total 4 numbers: 457, 509, 340, 642. 340 must come first, and 457, 509, 642. Sort numbers. Okay, nothing is happening even now here in such cases. Nothing is happening here when we go with the sort numbers. So on click, this is going to be sort numbers. Here we are passing two parameters a and b. When we pass a and b, return a greater than b. Okay, we are trying to call that way. Once again, let me run this. We have written dot sort followed by function. This we are calling. This is what sort numbers in which we are trying to write here. Okay. Mhm. Once again, let me go with this. Nothing is happening in this. Whether this comes into this point or not, let me see here. Alert, sorted. Whether that is firing or not, let me check in that. Okay, so this is not working at all for us. This is not going to work at all for us in this. We have written in the correct way only. Though we pass like this here, it's not using properly here for us. Function sort numbers nums dot sort function a comma b return a greater than b. We have taken in this. There should not be any problem with this, but still let us see. No change in this. Why sort is not working? Nums is a number we have here, which is getting, which is for the data we are adding. Okay, so nums dot sort, when I say this is not working here, let us take here instead of a greater than b, a minus b, let us use with that probably we get it. Though we do this, this is not working properly. So this should be sorting of numbers. We have written function sort numbers. Oh, this is the wrong thing I am doing. I'm sorry. Okay. So here I should come to this point, then here I should write it. It should not be part of actually some other function. It's unable to call. I have done something wrong due to that. It's not working properly. So here write return a greater than b. Let us put like this. So with this it should be getting returned here. Now just try to execute. add few numbers, and here now when we sort it, it should be 122, 522, 570, 981 sorted. Now what happens here? 122, 522, 570 and 981, like this, these are getting sorted for us. This is getting sorted this way here. So this is what exactly sorting of the numbers. Normally strings can be sorted, but in the case of numbers we need to write special code. With the help of that it's possible to do. Further we continue tomorrow with the arrays. Thank you.